Hi again. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Christina and I garden in Northwest Iowa in a zone 5A, and I grow both cut flowers and vegetables. And I'm documenting everything just for fun here on my YouTube channel. And the project that I'm working on today is some winter sowing. I have 6 different types of hardy annuals that I'm sowing, and then I have 1 type of perennial. And the reason that I'm doing this is I just want to see how doing it this way compares to starting the seeds as I normally do down in my basement in traditional seed trays under my grow lights. And there's basically no maintenance to this starting method. Basically, I just need to check on them about once a week to make sure that the soil is moist. So I have everything prepped and ready to go. I'm just using a basic potting mix that I've pre-moistened, and I filled it up to about 1 inch below the top of my cut line here. And I left the milk jug connected because then it acts as a lid and I can easily close it, and then I'm just gonna duct tape it to close it up. I also have drainage holes cut into the bottom of the milk jug. So I have 6 different types of annuals that I'm starting, and then 1 perennial. The perennial that I'm starting is the mellow yellow cone flower. And then the annuals that I'll be starting are the Sahara Rudbeckia, the white finch Orlea. I'm doing the Rocket Mix Snapdragon, the summer sangria pincushion flower. I'm doing a bright rose straw flower, and the strawberry blonde calendula. And all of these annuals are hardy annuals, or sometimes called cool flowers, so they can take the start of the season cool temperatures. Along with starting all of these seeds in the winter sowing method, I'm also going to start them down in my basement in the seed trays to compare the exact varieties. So I'm going to start with my calendula. And I have plastic markers already labeled. I'm gonna put this in the milk jug, but then I'm also going to write the variety on top of the milk jug, but I want this on the inside just in case the top Sharpie wears off, then I know that I have it marked. I'm also gonna use my marker to make my holes, and I want these spread out because when they start growing, I don't want them to be too close. So I'm just gonna make I think 5 holes around the perimeter of the milk jug, and then 1 in the center, and then I'll put 2 seeds in each hole. And I'm not making my holes very deep. So I have the 5 holes on the perimeter, and then I'm doing 1 in the center. And then as I drop the seeds in the hole, I'm just gonna put a little bit of soil on top. And again, this soil I have pre-moistened. Once I have the seeds planted, I'm going to use my mister to mist it to get everything settled in, but I pre-moisten the soil because then I know my seeds won't wash away. And calendula seeds are pretty big, so I don't think I would have that problem with these anyway. But some of the other seeds that I'm starting are pretty small. So that should give me a good idea of how the calendula are going to grow. I'm going to save the rest of these to start in my basement. Or actually, calendula are pretty easy to direct sow, so I may put some of those directly into my garden too. So then I just need to mist the top. And I basically just want the settled soil, and I want the seeds to moisten in. Okay, then I'm gonna grab some duct tape and seal it up. Okay, that's all sealed. So then I'm just going to write the name on the top. And that's it. So you want to leave the lid off because since I'm putting these outside, if it rains or snows, then that goes down through the hole and waters your seeds for you. I'm putting these in an area that are pretty sheltered just because I don't want the wind to get them, but they still should be able to get watered. But I'm planning to check on these about once a week just to make sure that the soil is moist. Okay, so let me pot up my other varieties. All right, so all my seeds are in their milk jugs and they're all labeled and sealed. So let me get these put outside and then I'll show you where they'll be. Okay, so here's where all my milk jugs are going to live for the next couple months. This is just outside my back door and it faces west, so it gets really nice afternoon sun, which I think will be really good for these little greenhouses. Well, that's it for this video. I have another project I'm actually working on right now, and I hope to have a video posted about that next week, but I'm just waiting for one thing to come in the mail so I can finish that. So stay tuned.